Hello, welcome to my video. So today we'll see how do you share a PowerApp Canvas app that you have built. Before that, we will see why you need to share. Okay, let's say you have a solution design document for your project that you created in your OneDrive and you want to share to others to access it without modifying it. So you need to share this document to others by changing its permissions. So you click on the share icon here and the three dots and manage access, and it will show the current permissions. You grant an access and you type in the name of the people who want to share with and grant access. So the PowerApps Canvas app is very similar. If you want to share to others to access it for whom you have built this app for, we need to share the app first. But if you have a PowerApps form which is attached to a SharePoint list, then no need to share, as the app inherits the list permissions. That is, whoever access to the list have access to the PowerApps form linked to it. So this only applies for PowerApps Canvas app, or in terms it's a simple standalone app. So let's say this is my PowerApp budget tracker built for senior managers in my company. So this has the home page. You can add an expense, you can go back and see the pie chart, and you can also add a new budget as well. So this is an app built for the senior managers in my company. So if I want to publish this and share it with everyone, or in this case just the senior managers, first I have to share the underlying data source. It could be SharePoint list, OneDrive documents, or a spreadsheet, or even a SQL server. You have to grant the permissions for that. In this case, it's my file in my OneDrive. So let's go to that. So this is my OneDrive, and my documents and the data is being stored under here. So under the budget tracker, all the data is being stored here. So if you want to share it, share the file. So I'm sharing the data source first. Click on manage access and add the permissions. In this case, it's senior managers, and grant access. If you want to notify, you can notify, but in this case I don't want to notify. I want to do it at the very end. So grant access. So access has been granted. So now we have granted the access to the underlying data source. That's the first step. Then second is we share the actual app itself. Then go back to the app and make sure you have saved the app first, and let's publish it. Publish the version. Once you have published it, you can share the app directly from here, but I prefer to do it from the SharePoint homepage, which is go to the PowerApps homepage, which is here, and it displays all the apps. You can also come by clicking on the app launcher and clicking on the PowerApps. So this is my PowerApps homepage, and click on apps on the left side. It shows all the apps that I have access to, and this is the one app I'm trying to share with my senior managers. So click that and click on the share icon on the top. So now it will show a pop-up showing who has the current access. It's me. I am the owner of the app. So now let's share this app with the senior managers. So type in senior manager. So this one is an Active Directory group. So it's a AD security group. All the managers are in that. So it's much easier for me to just share it via an AD group rather than putting in individual names. Then I might want to add another developer who is in my team, who might want to manage this app in my absence. So I'm going to add him as well. So Shahul Hamid, but I want him as a co-owner. So only having him ticked, now tick the co-owner box. So remove the senior managers. I'm only ticking Shahul as my co-developer and clicking on co-owner. Once you tick, you can see what permission you're granting this user. So I'm giving Shahul Hamid as co-owner because he's my team. He wants to manage this app and edit it when I am not available. And the senior manager are just users. So what effectively I am granting as a co-owner means he can edit and make the changes, but not concurrently. If one person has opened the app and editing it, nobody else can open the app. It will just say the app has been locked. So okay, now you can share the app. So the senior manager is just users and Shahul Hamid as co-owner. And right and the bottom you can see another tick box. It sends out an email invitation to the users, which looks similarly like, let me open another email here. It shows very similar to this. This is just an out-of-box email format from Microsoft, which is not an ideal when you are emailing your stakeholders. So I'm going to untick this option. So I'm going to share it later. Send the email out later, and I'm going to share it. Click on share. Good. The permissions has been saved correctly. So now that you have changed the settings of the share permission of the app, the end users still need a link when you or whoever sends out an email to the end users to start using the app, isn't it? So the link is, you get out of this pop-up window and click on play. Yeah, it just opens the app in the browser. Just loading the app. So the app has been loaded. So copy this URL, the link, copy, and go to the email that you're wanting to send. I have already composed the email, sending it to all the senior managers. So I want to put this in my email that the app is live and they can access it. So I say, here's the app finally, here's the link. So I'm going to put it into where the link is. And then click on link, insert the link, and just paste the URL which you copied from the browser and click OK. Yeah, and that's it, and we hit send. Cool. So once you have shared the app, it will appear in the end user's PowerApps homepage. So let's go to the other end user. This is the email that I sent to one of the managers, and this account is in that mailing list. So I got the email and also shared with the user. So if he goes to his homepage and the app, under the app section, the PowerApps, they can see. So don't delay in sending the email, as the user may notice the app appearing in the homepage, the PowerApps homepage that you have shared with them, so they can access it. So you don't need to delay this. You just send it right away after you share the app. Also, this chat settings, that we did here, you don't need to make this settings every time you want to publish a new version, unless you want to add or remove a user. So this is the sharing of the app. Next, we will see versioning. PowerApps provide a pretty basic version controls, and this is the version history. So if you tick that app and go to details and click on versions, you can see it shows different versions, different saves, date and time, and by who. You can see which version is live right now. Once you publish the app and it is live, you can continue to work on the app and keep saving it, but the end users cannot see that change. End users can see only the published versions, but you can continue developing it as you want to. But when you're ready, then you can publish. Only then once the next published version comes, the end users will see. There can be only one published version, obviously, so the end user can have only one version to access it. If for any reason you think you want to roll back the latest changes, you can do it by, let's say you want to roll back go back to the version number 9. So click on 3 dots, which is more action commands, and click on restore. Click on it, and it will show as this will be saved as a new version. So the latest version is number 12, and this version will be replaced as version 13, and it says it's been locked by me. But of course, if you want to restore, and this is the way to do it. But this version control that Microsoft provides sadly doesn't give you what has changed, so we can't have we can't compare what has changed between a previous version and the current version. So it's pretty basic, but it gives some kind of a rollback, rollback control center that you can go back to a previous version in kind of a in the situation where your current version just failed or it's not loading, you can roll back to the previous version. So now that you have published the version, for example, if you don't want the users to get the notification, they don't want to access the PowerApps by clicking on a link and opening in a browser, if you want to embed this PowerApp in your SharePoint site, it is still doable. So again, just click on play. So you are in the full mode. So copy the link of the app, go to your SharePoint site. This is my SharePoint site. click on new page. Let's create a page and we embed in it. Create a page. Let's put budget tracker PowerApps, and we remove this app and we add a web part, and the web part says PowerApps, Microsoft PowerApps. So this is the web part. Click on it, and on the right side in the properties you paste the link of the app, and if you want to show border you can show it and click on it, and let's publish the page. Okay, so let's come down and see how it looks. So it looks very similar to the browser. You can do everything what you used to do in the main app. So you can create an expense, add a budget, all the functionality that what you did in a online version, you can still do it in an embed version as well. So yeah, that's for today. Publishing, sharing, co-editing the app and the version controls, and how you can also embed in a SharePoint page. So if you like the video, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Please do subscribe to my channel for the latest updates. And yeah, thanks for watching it. Bye.